Oh, right, okay, YouTube is live. Right. Let's check on that. 2 seconds. 12 different fucking Rumble Studios up. Let's check on that. 2 seconds. 12 different fucking Rumble Studios up. Right. How can I test this? I'll put this one. Right. How can I test this? I'll put this one. Good. Live account. Live account. Hell of a lot of lag between there and there. I'm just gonna make the chat bigger. Hell of a lot of lag between there and there. I'm just gonna make the chat bigger. Hell of a lot of lag between there and there. I'm just gonna make the chat bigger. Hopefully, I will appear in here sometime. So, okay, right. Building a PC. Let me just change this camera. Keep an eye on chat. There we go. Why am I not on the camera? There we go. I'm on the camera now. There's a bit of a lag on my camera. Okay. So we're going to build a PC, and essentially we're going to build. Don't tell her Mrs. O. She don't know. Let me just. Sorry. Let me just reset my cameras a minute. That's only because I'm streaming on there. Right. We are going to build this PC. I'm going to start. Let's start with the parts list. So we got a CPU. We've got. Probably won't come up on there. 7800 X3D, 32 gigabytes DDR5, 6000 hertz RAM. The main thing is, can anyone hear me? I don't think my voice is coming out, is it? Check on here. I don't think my voice is coming out, is it? The main thing is, can anyone hear me? Terrible technical issue. I don't live stream very often. I'm having terrible technical issues. If anyone can hear me, type in chat. I don't live stream very often. I'm having terrible technical issues. If anyone can hear me, type in chat. Let's try this. I'm having terrible technical issues. If anyone can hear me, type in chat. Right, testing 1, 2, 3. Bit low on volume. Okay, it might be just me being quiet. Oh, and it might be that my mic is not longer. Right, I'll turn the volume up. 2 seconds. Low on volume. Okay, it might be just me being quiet. Right, testing 1, 2, 3. It might be that my mic is not longer. Right, I'll turn the volume up. 2 seconds. Low on volume. Okay, it might be just me being quiet. Oh, and it might be that my mic is not longer. I'll turn the volume up. I'll turn the volume up. 2 seconds. We'll change the volume on that. Oh, I'm just whispering to myself. I'm just getting everything going. All right. Just need to turn something off. Oh, that's easy enough. Just pull the fucking plug out of it. Oh, job done. Right. Okay, and I can see chat now. Good. There we go. Is my camera working here? Yep, good. There we go. Right, it's a little bit of a delay. There's like a 5-second delay on my screen there, so I'll watch this one. Right, there we go. Go and watch that one. Turn the sound down on there. Right, okay, so we're going to start with, I've shown you the bits, haven't I? 78,000 X3D, 8-core, 16-thread CPU. I got this off AliExpress. Is it AliExpress? Yeah, AliExpress. Just over 200 quid, so that was a bit of a bargain because it goes for over 350 most places. The RAM, DDR 6000 hertz, low CL on that, so it's a 32, I think. So that should give good, what's the word? Latency. Good latency. Some MX paste. 2 hard drives going in here. 1 terabyte for the operating system. 2 terabyte for games. I'm not sure I'm going to use the 2 terabyte. I might buy another one for games. I might use this for video editing and stuff like that. Eventually, this system will be upgraded as well, but only in a few years' time. So we've also got, we're going for a GPU. Let me just grab the GPU. We're going with Steel Legend graphics card. We're going with the 9070 XT AMD. First time I've ever had an AMD graphics card. And I haven't built a PC for a very long time, actually. It's 5 years ago, built my last one. And we're going to have a CPU cooler in here as well. We have got a MSI coreliquid A13 CPU cooler. Had a good deal on this, just over 60 quid, I think it was. I thought that's pretty good for a... And then the case is down here. It's a bit big. And in fact, the cat was sitting on it, but we'll get the case up in a minute. Now, just to prove I am making this so I can have future upgradable, we are going with 1,000 watt power supply. So the board is upgradable, so I can put a 90 in the future 9950 X3D in there, which will be a 16-core 32 thread. And I think apparently AMD have said that the next line of CPUs will be compatible with these motherboards with AM5. So that could be much. Anyway, we're going with 1,000 watts of power. So that's complete overkill for this system. I could have got away with an 850, but I'm thinking of the future, thinking of upgrading. 3 to 5 years, I can upgrade it. And hopefully we can get about 7 to 8 years out of this system. Anyway, let's start. We've actually taken the thing out of there. There's not much in here apart from the guide. And here's the motherboard itself. So we're going to get that out of the packaging. And the first job is to have a look at it. That'll be the first job. And the second job will be to put the CPU in there. It's a good weight to this. Now, the reason I like this one is all these I/O ports. There's loads on here. Look, there's 8, USBs there, 9, 10 USBs, 1 USB-C, another USB there, 11 USBs on there. So this is a good for video editing. And the other thing I wanted was extra slots. So you got one for your graphic card, then you got a nice wide split there, and then you've got another two, so you can actually add a capture card, or which might happen in the future is I might end up adding a second GPU. So I'll have an AMD and then like a low powered NVIDIA GPU, like a 50-50 in the future, because something like a 50-50 can do, you can use the encoders on that to do video editing. Apparently it's very good for encoding. Anywho, I've not done one of these AM5 systems yet, so let's get the first thing out of the way. Let's get the CPU in there. Now, I probably won't pick it up on this camera, but there's always a little dot or an arrow in one of the corners to tell you which corner it is. And then there's a corner on here as well. And again, that's very tricky to see. I haven't got a camera where I can zoom in, but it's showing you the corner. So you basically need to match the corners to corners. So we go down. Well, it's quite tough, huh? Down and around. Pull this up. Let's open this. I hope it's not going to be too hard to open. Get that tape out. Go. Good thing about these new ones is the pins are on this side. Let me just do a pin check. Sorry, my head's in the way. That looks pretty good. Right, so the trick is now not to drop it, just to put it gently. There we go, that's gone into place. Put that on there. Now what should happen is, as I do that, that pops off. There we go. That's the CPU in place. Now I hope it is a genuine CPU. I'll be very upset if it's not, because it has come all the way from China. And you can't always trust some of those things. I certainly wouldn't have bought it from Temu, but I have used my PayPal, so hopefully we're protected there. Right, next thing, let's get some RAM in it. So here we go. And we're going for a slightly white-ish design here as well. Like I say, we've got the lighter colours, although they're silver. Going for a white design. The case will be white as well when I get that in. I brought myself a little blade or something. Oh, we'll pick it off. Fortunately, I haven't cut my nails recently, so I've still got a bit of nailage here. Good stuff. All right. Here we go. Out you come. There we go. Pretty looking RAM. And again, I believe this is, it's Expo and all that. You can do all the RGBs. Built-in ECC, PMIC. It's the CL that's on this. It's supposed to be good, which is to do with the latency. Cache latency, is it CL? Well, how the hell do I get them out of there? This is the bit where it all goes flying on the floor. Oh, there we go. Ooh. They do look nice when they're nice and new, nice and shiny. It's nice and shiny. All right, let's get the RAM in there. Hopefully this build won't take too long. What? Right, and we always go first one nearest the CPU, then you skip one, and then you put another one. So it's 1 and 3 is the ones you want. And I always get this wrong. Which way round do you put the RAM? See, I think that's the wrong way round there. Pull them open. Yeah, that looks right. There we go, clicked in, lovely. And then again, the third one. So 1, miss 1, third one. Yeah, it's that way around. There we go. Nice click. There we go. That's RAM installed. Okay, we can get rid of those. Get rid of that box. I think they're the standoffs for the board. Get rid of that. We won't need the MX6 for now. We need to take these off. Now there is Gen 5, Gen 4, Gen 4. I might leave the Gen 5 one. I haven't bought a Gen 5 NVMe simply because there's very little point in putting one in yet. There's nothing really that needs it. And you won't notice the difference. You can spend twice the price on a Gen 5 drive, and everyone that's bought one says, I don't notice any speed difference. So just stay with Gen 4, still a lot cheaper. Unfortunately, another good thing about this, there's lots of Gen 4 drives on here. So let's hope that's the right type of screw. Oh, God, I'm going to need a small one. That's what she said. So unfortunately, another good thing about this, there's lots of Gen 4 drives on here. Take these off. Now, hopefully the cooler on these will work just fine. Oh, that's good. There's two in there. That's great news. So I can use both of these. Let's go with the 1 terabyte first. And the other thing is these have got these plastic slots, plastic ones, so you don't need to. That one's going to be tricky. Put it round a bit. There we go. Don't know if you quite pick those up on the camera, but they've got the ones where you don't need to use screws. They've got like a little plastic knob on them to hold the drives in. Anyway, right, stop jibber jabbering. Let's get this drive out. We're time constrained here. I want to try and get this done sometime today, before the missus gets home, ideally. What time is it now on my clock? Ooh, let's get this done within the next 2 hours. Plus, I've had it sitting around for ages because there's just been so much going on in the news and all that. Everyone's been live streaming, and it just hasn't been a suitable time for me to build. So Sunday's a good day. Everyone else can get on with their own live streams while I do mine. And I don't live stream very often anyway. Right, here's my little RAM kit. It did come with a screw. I don't want to make sure I don't lose that. Don't need it, so we don't want to lose it because they're quite useful. Oh, I should be doing it. Yeah, there we go. Right, and the little screw in there, but I don't need that. So this one is going in here. You could do with a bit more light on there. There you go. They're easy enough anyway. They just slot in like so. That's it. Slot it in. Oh, cat going crazy here. Psst, psst, psst. Come on out to there. Go on in. Bugger off. Sorry, just letting my cat out. Right, why won't that close on there? Classic. Sorry, just letting my cat out. Come on out to there. Right, why won't that close on there? Classic. Sorry, just letting my cat out. Right, why won't that close on there? Classic. That's annoying. It's got the thing on there, but it won't close. Yeah, classic. That's annoying. It's got the thing on there, but it won't close. Try it on this side. I got more room on that side. It's got the thing on there, but it won't close. Yeah, classic. Try it on this side. I got more room on that side. Try it on this side. I got more room on that side. Right, there's obviously I've not encountered these auto pin things before. Well, they're awkward, aren't they? I'm really struggling on them. I said it was a screwless system. Maybe I would have been easier if it was screwing. Let's have a look at the bolt that goes through. Maybe I would have been easier if it was screwing. Let's have a look at the bolt that goes through. Maybe I would have been easier if it was screwing. And of course, there's no instructions with the MSI board. It's all online, which I haven't downloaded. Classic me. Let me put my other glasses on. This is what you need, two pairs of glasses to do a job. Oh, drop my mic, sorry. Drop the mic and I lost my microphone part. Oh, this has turned into a disaster. That's going to be a disaster because I know I've only got one hand to do everything. I knew this would go wrong. I knew this was a bad idea as soon as I started. Now I've got no lights. Well, I've got lights, but not long enough, strong enough. Yes, put my head torch on. Right, where did that go? Probably down the stream. Don't lose that. Right, technical difficulties already. I don't know where that went to. Right, technical difficulties already. How am I going to do this microphone now? I can't fucking hold on to it for hours. All me, there is a delay reverb. And to be honest, I'm using Meld to stream because OBS wouldn't let me stream. There's not much I can do about that. That's just OBS Studio. It's the first time I've tried OBS Studio. Classic. So I've got a headline. Right, I'm getting all confuddled here because I'm trying to live stream. I don't live stream very often, and I'm not just doing gaming. I'm trying to build a PC, which means I've got to concentrate. My microphone has just broken the clip. I've got to use a wireless mic because condenser mic won't work for a situation like this. Classic. And studio software has just let me down because it's now, what do you say? When I look at Meld Studio, though, it's picking it up correctly. So I'm not sure where the delay is. If it was in OBS, it'd be fine. But have I actually got? Hold on. Have I got? You saying I got reverb? Hold on. If I turn that right down, that might stop any reverb. Right. I can't find the bit that's broken off my microphone, so I can't fix it. I ended up doing it without a microphone. Or can I just clip this on? There we go. We'll do it like that. Okay, right. Should still be able to hear me. Right, turn that off. And like I say, I'm struggling with these new fangled things. So essentially they're automatic clips. Normally you put these, you'd put one of these. Is that working? So normally you'd put one of these in and yeah, okay, I am working. You'd screw it in, but these have got plastic clips and I've never used or never tried, and they just, I don't know, are they supposed to come off or what? I thought it's got enough room to flick it round, but it doesn't seem to have enough room to flick it round. That's going in all the way. See, that's just... definitely not designed for my fingers. I've got fingers like bloody clubs. A chat update on that side. I got chat on that side. Ah, it's because that's YouTube chat. Oh, hold on. Hold on. That one's gone in. Did that just go in? Okay. Okay, we've worked that out. That's weird. That's a weird... Right, you got to pull it right back. There. And then you do that. We're a genius. We're a genius. Right, okay, let's put the second drive in. Where can I put that? I'll put that there. Right. Thank you, Sharon. The clapping hands. Sorry, that was all going wrong now. Right, have I sorted out the reverb with the sound? I'm not sure. So I'm using Meld. I'm not using OBS because OBS just did not want to play nicely with my Rumble Studio. It just wasn't sending the signal through. So if anyone can put sound is good or sound is crap on there, you're a genius. Thank you. I'm not a genius at all. I'm just winging it as everything. Right. Okay, we can get the second one in. Yeah, really, I should have downloaded the instructions, but there we go. We worked it out. Right, so the second one, that should be the 2 terabyte in it. It doesn't matter. And then you just flick that switch. I'll keep his head torch on because flick that. That's bloody awkward though. There, that's it. Right. Hopefully I won't need that stupid thing anymore. Oh no, my mic is dropping. It's never had a very good clip, this mic. It's a good mic, but the clips are awful and they always break. So what I need to do is fasten a safety pin onto it. Right, okay, that's on. Do these have? Oh, they have got thermal pads with stickies on them. What looks of things. Yes. So I don't know if you see this now. There's stickies on this thermal pads. So that's it. I've got to pull the stickies off. And it's super. Get off me. Trying to attack me. They're really sticky, basically. And now we just put this back on. Find a screwdriver. It's a bit of a guess, though, how that goes back on. That feels right. Let me just undo that a little bit. Right, so that's 3 terabytes of SSD installed. Oh, it sounds perfect. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Sorry, I should have been looking. I'm a man, I don't do instruct. Sometimes I do, but what the hell? Caution to the wind, isn't it? Who cares? Right, I think the next part now is actually putting this into the motherboard. Right, so let's do a little bit of a cleanup. But we have literally got shizzle everywhere here. And the next bit involves the case. Get that out of the way. Stick it on the bed. I have actually got a mouse to control things here if I need to. It's good. Get those spare glasses out the way. That out of the way. We'll need the MX5 compound later. That box can come out the way. Graphics card, we'll do that later. This will have to come out the way for a minute. Don't drop it. That'll be a lot of money wasted if I drop that. Right, let's get the case. Now, I have actually already been into the case to have a little check on it. And there was a couple of things I needed to just change the wiring on. Right, there's a bit of a lump of the case. Let me just take that off there. So it came pre-installed. Don't drop it. It comes pre-installed with seven fans already in it. Only fans. Only 7 fans. Let me take this off. Oh, I had to read something. I struggled to get that off the first time I had it as well. Right, and essentially the thing I've just put together needs to go in here on there. But we need to check for the standoffs. So there's little standoffs here, 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 but they're all in the right place. I may need to move some of these. So, oh, there's standoffs all the way down there as well. And the other thing is to make sure that it sits at the back like that. So that's how it should go. That standoff's in the right place. That standoff's in the right place. We're missing one. No, that's good. One there, one there, one there. This is where I probably need my, that one's good. The one here is going to be really awkward to get into. Where's that torch gone? Torch, torch, torch. Now for the CPU's already in there, buddy. You need to do a custom bracket. Oh, you're right. The custom bracket for the CPU cooler. Thank you, well, that's handy. Good man. Good man. Yeah, that would have been awkward if I'd gone all the way back. Mind you, I think you can still get to it from the back of the case, but you're completely right. So let's just get the CPU cooler out. So as on YouTube, Seneca Kai said, this is the cooler, by the way. It's going to go up there, but there's a bracket that you have to fix. And essentially you take these off and affix a bracket. And we may as well do that now before we go any further. So these are the brackets. We need to find the AM4 one, or AM5 actually. Probably the same. That'll go on the back. Okay. So what that bit's for. Yes, but essentially we change these out. It comes with it, fair play. Came with its own little bit of thermal goop, but we're not going to use that yet. Right, so before we do that, let's take this out. We'll move the case again. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, why aren't I using a grounding strap or something like that? Essentially, I haven't got... If you live in America or other parts of the world, I'd say yes, use grounding straps. Essentially, it grounds you to the ground. But in the UK, all our houses are grounded anyway. So if lightning hits the house, it gets grounded straight away. And all our electricity sockets are all grounded as well, which means there's very little static inside of a house. And I live in an old house, so there's very little static in it. If you live in a new house, you've got all carpets, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there may be a static build-up, or if you live in a flat, you'll have static build-up. But old houses like this, very little static. And very rarely get electric shocks anywhere. Right, let's change this bracket out as my friend over here. Maybe slow down a bit. What's the race? Yeah, well, the race is I need to get this built before the missus comes home and sees what I've done. That's I need to get it out there. She don't know about it. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okie dokie. The world's cheapest screwdriver. This is. It came free with something I built with something the missus bought the other day. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good screwdriver. I'll keep that. That'll be just right for my little build, little stubby. I don't know if I should use a magnetic one or not. Right, I need to keep an eye on chat. Here we go. Yeah, my house don't have grounding wires. Got SOC by power supply voltage leak. Oh, yeah, see. Yeah, it's part of the British building regs. Like, we have the safest sockets in the world. Like, you can't stick your finger in the socket in Britain because the earth controls. Did I find you a plug? Or should I just concentrate on I should probably concentrate on what I'm trying to do, shouldn't I? I want to know what this bracket's for. Doesn't seem to. This can't be for. Got no idea. Doesn't seem to want to fit anything, that. Questions on postcard? Or answers on postcard? What the hell that is? Came with it. Oh, hold on. No, it fits that. Again, maybe I should read some instructions, Glyn. If those holes match with that. That's definitely going on there. That's not going to help that for cooling. That goes on the back, does it? Let's have a look then. Doesn't seem to want to fit there on the back, though. It's the holes. This hose already has a plate on the back. Have a look if the instructions within the classic. No instructions in that either. Have a look at this block. Not the first time I've fitted a block, but just haven't done it for ages. Warning, don't peel it. It says that, warning. There's quite a lump in it. Pretty sure it said it was AM5 compatible. I'd be very upset if it's not. I'm just checking now. I'm sure it's AM5 compatible. Otherwise, this build is going to be a quick stop. For more information, see the website. Why can't they put in straight? They cost you a fortune. I would have checked that before I bought it. NMS design, ring blade, rifle bearing, IRGB Gen 2. Easy installations, pre-install in Intel bracket. No. No, surely it's AM4 as well. Normally they're dual purpose. Oh my God. Well, that'll be a major mistake on my behalf. If it's only Intel. Surely not. These look like they fit. Yeah, they fit. They fit lovely. Oh, yeah, I've got to take this whole... I got it. We've got this. We've got this. I got to take this off here. Got to take this off. That's an awkward screw. Try this one. Ooh, that's a horrible screw in there. What's coming out? Good, that one's loosened. All the water. Oh my God, what's that? Wow, that came off way too easy. Keep that screw safe. The bit where I drop a screw, it goes flying across the floor. So essentially what I've got to do is change this bracket off here. This is an Intel bracket. I've got to put the AM4 one on. Or the AMD, oh, the AMD bracket, I should say. Right, okay, good. Boom, boom, boom. That should just pop off. Ah, off there you come. Off that comes. Okay, so that's the ones we don't want. These are the ones we do want. And again, we're just changing those in like so. Hold that up there. So these just slot in there, screw them back in. Screw. This will catch. And I'll find a better screwdriver. 2 seconds. Good. Slip that one in there. I really don't like these screws that the MSI have used on these. You can't get a really good purchase on them. Right, good. And if we just double check that now. Oh, they're 11 weight on these. Those will fit in to those brackets. Lovely. Now then, the only complaint is the MSI thing is the wrong way round. I'm sure you could take these off. I'm sure that's it. So when it goes in, let me just check. I'll get this right now because I'm going to go like that. So this is going to go like that. Lovely. Right, we can come back to that later because that has its own bracket already on there. So these are no good now. It's just saying. So it has its own metal bracket there that it screws into, so I don't need to mess about with a bracket. Right, so we're good there. That's all gone. That's a gone. Good. Thank you. Oh, have I lost the stream? Oh, I am still streaming. Wow, that's weird. There we go. Oh, I can see the chat again now. Okay, good. Nice, thank you. NVM. I've done the NVMs. Lovely. Yeah, there's 2 in there. Right, let's put that. I'll just chuck that into the old motherboard box for now. Case screws. Oh, these came with case screws. Wow. That's weird. Why would why would the fan come with all the case screws you need? That doesn't make sense. I need them, but you would have thought that the motherboard box would come with the case screws. Now there are some in it. Should I use them? Maybe I should. No. I'm just grabbing them now. I think there's 6 lots. They're not actually case screws. Well, it's just as well something came with case screws, because I would have been up somewhere. Right, we're back on to doing the case now. Definitely this time. Move this out of the way. Bom, 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 bom. Keep them safe. Okay, move this out of the way. I just want to test as well to see if these screws fit this motherboard. Sorry, fit this case. Right, here's the case. Back onto the case. Hurrah! Still streaming live. Yeah, we are. Good. Okay, let's get the motherboard back in here. I wanted to test if these fit or not. They don't feel like the right screw. Okay, let's see what came with the case. This little box came with this case. Not the most secure boxes. Inside we got some zip ties for tidying up cable management. And we got standoff screws. Why do they put black ones? They put black ones in a white case. Classic. And we got some weird clip. I think that's a spare door. Yeah, look. It goes on. Hey! Nice rattly case. That's a spare clip for these doors in case they break. It's probably going to happen over time. If you're in and out of it. Right. Just taking some of these screws out. Got extra standoffs in there as well. I'm going to compare the screws though. Different. So maybe they were actually something to do. The ones that came with the cooler, probably something to do with coolers. Right. How's chat looking? Oh, hold on. I got to scroll down. Oh, hello. Oh, Dog has that board too. You have this, let me just see what board it is. The X670E. So what you think of it, Dog? Deputy Dog. Ah, bigged up. Thank you, mate. Yeah, for attaching to the case. Of course they are. I knew that. I was just testing you. See, what would I do without all this help, man? What would I do without all this help? Some don't feel great going in, these motherboard screws do feel a bit... Well, that's in. I'm not going to argue with the... let's get one at that end. That one's refusing to go in. What can you now? The cat I've just let out is meowing to come back in again. She's going to play this game all day now. She don't like it when I got my door closed. Now I want to buy a cat. Let's get one with screw. You know what? I don't trust that screw. I don't like you. You're a horrible screw, you are. Just check. The back looks good. It looks like it's in place. Right, let's find another. This one looks good. What's going on with these screws? They don't feel like they're going in properly. Nope. Right, let's take the one screw that did go in. Let's take that out. There's something not right here. Take that out a minute. Let's check these standoffs. Okay, good. Let's check them. Feel right. Not keen on... Maybe they're just designed. Let me let this cat in because it just doesn't stop. Come on, are you coming in? You're just going to meow there for hours. Come and say hello on camera. Come here. Pain in the ass. I know I've taken your seat now. The cat's been sitting on the box. This is Dora, by the way. Say hello, Dora. Say hello. Meow, 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 meow. And you can't sleep in that. That's not a cat bed, okay? Right. Go and sit on my seat. Right. So I'm not keen on these screws. There are different types in there. Look like normal case screws. Ah, that's why. There's different types of screws in here. Nice one. So now I've got to sort out all these different screws. And they all look the same. No, don't scratch my boxes. Right, you're definitely going out. You're definitely, if I've got to send that back, how am I going to send it back with cat scratch? No, you're going out. No, don't run out. Oh, go on. Cat's my trouble. I love her to bits, but she's nothing but trouble. I'm going to sell you on this interwebs. I'm telling you, for sale. Oh, we like domes. Yeah, I got the right ones now. I found the right ones. We're sorting out. Okay, good. Back in we go. Nice and gentle. Ooh, that wasn't gentle. That feels good. We're flying now. Thank you, Big Dut. I found the right ones now. These feel much better. I'm not doing it over tighten them either. I'm just going to put them in. It's better. Good. That's it. 2 screws in. We don't need any more. That'll hold it. Good. And then let's try this end. This is where it gets tricky now because you run out of room on this end. I knew you were going to give me trouble. Don't scratch the box. Right there. Is it the right screw? It is the right screw. Oh my God. Don't lose it. Oh, out. You're banned. You're barred. You're not scratching my box. Goodbye. Barred. The cat is barred. Just have to loosen this one off a little bit. No problem. Thank you, mate. No, good help. Otherwise, I'd have been rounding up the wrong screws, wouldn't I? Thing is, I need this one here to go in because this is where the graphics cards go in, isn't it? I may end up having to take one of these out, one of these, just to get at this one. Yeah, right awkward. Actually, tell you what, try a different one just in case. So, shall I go through the prices of stuff while I'm here? So, I have got a thing I could put on screen somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, if I had my OBS, I had it ready for that. Oh, that one's gone straight in. Look. See, sometimes just changing the screw helps. Right, so we've got one in there, one in there. We need, where's my torch? Is there any problem? Oh, I could turn it this way. Got one there. Oh, one at the end there. This, I think, was. Oh, let me just find the things and see if I can bring them up. Right, so the case was 84.99. There's 85 quid case, but it came with 7 fans already built in, so I think that's a deal myself. And it's quite a nice case. Oh, I think it looks a nice case. We'll see now. If it explodes and blows up, it might not be nice looking for very long. Okay, good. We got that one in there, that one in. There's one that's got to go in there. This is the one I was really, what's the word? Scared isn't quite the word. Anxious. That's the word. And classic. The one I'm anxious about is the one that's giving me trouble. And I need a torch. Right, we need a torch. Let's put the big boy torch on. No messing. This will sort them out. Find out to turn it on. Right, there we go. Why is it all inside out and upside down? Oh, it doesn't matter. And just hang it off here. I'll hang it off there. There we go. We can see now. Let's see what we're doing. Ah, there's a screw on the end. It's awkward. Try a different one. Yes. In 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. One more missing, but there. Find a different screw. There we go. That's an awkward one. I'll do it by hand if I can. Yeah. Stubby. Problem is that stubby's not magnetic, so start it off and then get the stubby in there. See if we can get this lined up properly. That's just a dodgy screw. And these are the right screws. Yes, we've done it. Right, let's just check. Screw in there, one in there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, missed one at the end. Oh, but that's got one at the end there. Just no, there isn't a sand off on that one. I'm not worried about that one, to be honest. Once you've got more than 3 in there or 4 in there, it pretty much holds itself, really. Good. Right, next stage. Next stage should be fitting the power supply and then starting the power up and putting the leads for certain power. This trying to work out if this glass comes off the front as easy as the one on the side. Same things on it. I'm not going to force it. Right, we need to down tidy. Next bit, take these off. and getting that back. Right. Oof, the power supply don't half go close to the motherboard. It's a bit scary, isn't it? Thousands of watts just sitting there. Now I have actually been behind you and sort of tidied up some of the cabling. Although there's quite a bit more to do. Let's put them out the way. And we got these ones and this ones. Maybe we should put these into the motherboard next, actually. Feed them through. Feed it through here. We've got cable management now. Not sure where I'm going to put that. Got to get all the power and light into these fans. See? Right, let's do that next. Okay, right. Well, this can actually go in. Coming through the bottom here. So look at where some of these fans can go. 4 and 3 on them. I'm going to need to bring up the fan header instructions, aren't I? Usually they go on these, but those don't look like the right ones for them. Some unusual ones they are. Pump fan, system fan. Right, that's for someone else. This is that one. This one is that one. Okay, good. Not much of a split on them though. One's that side and one's that side. Message is not auto scrolling. Hold on a minute, let me just okay. I don't know why my messages aren't auto scrolling. You can pull them apart, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I guessed you could do that. But thank you anyway. Big Dut's like literally building this PC for me. Thank you. If this blows up, it's your fault. I'll be sending you the bill. Right, where were we? We're gonna sort out these two. One in header in there, one header in there. And there's one header here on the YouTubes. Right, where were we going? We're going down the bottom, aren't we? One at the end. I'm sure that was this end. Right, we've got them split up a bit. Good. Right. Let's hope I guessed them the right ones. Put that in the wrong place. Yeah, that's it. Split gone. Here it is. Okay, good. A bit chunky. Let's go under there. That should be. Hold on a minute. That's because I'm in the wrong place. Is this one? Great stuff. There we go. That's those two USB headers done. Fans, system fans, are they? 4-pin, and then we got a 3-and-1, is it, or 2-on-1? 4-pin, 4-pin. Are these both the same? Sometimes they're split at the end, and you've got a choice of which one to use. Don't plug them both in. Let's check. Yeah, okay. Got 4. So I'll do one of them. So what my RAM slots? See what you think I've got the RAM slots wrong? I'm sure I've got them right. One closest, space, next one closest. Let me check the one I've already built. Right, you're fucking right, mate. You're right, mate. I just checked the one I built. You are absolutely right. It's the second one. So I looked at it the other day, and I obviously this is why I should use the torch. You're right. It should be skip one, miss one. Dog one. Why am I doing this? Dog, you should. Yeah, 2 and 4. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Mind it has been 5 years since I built the last one, so my bad. Good. Nice one, Big Dut. Yeah, he is right. Absolutely. I just checked on my other one. That's why I've got my other one is 2 and 4. Silly, isn't it? You'd think they'd put the RAM closest to the CPU would be the thing, but I don't know. I think whole new motherboards need a whole new redesign. It's the same system we've had since the 1990s. And personally, I think the whole thing needs to be rebooted, rejigged, rechanged. I mean, they are starting to change some of them, right? But they're still not a big enough change, in my opinion. Like they're putting the power supplies cables the other side, but I just don't. I'm just not keen on this board idea where it's just on one flat board. And like, I especially don't like where your GPU, because GPUs are so big and heavy now, like the amount of strain that's on these GPU controllers here. There must be a better way of designing it, that maybe an L-shaped board where the CPU goes. I know you can get risers and all that. I quite like the board design inside the Series X, where it has two boards. It has a motherboard and a daughter board. That's quite an interesting setup. Anywho, right, let's get on with what we're doing. We need to plug in some fans now. And these fans are going down the bottom. So which one of these are the powers? Well, there's a triple. No, thank you, Big Dut. Superb, mate. Right, we are going here with this. Cool. Good stuff. Right, there's only ones I haven't done are the horrible little power supply ones. I hate them. Yeah, they are. These ones I normally have to look them up for where they go. I know they're down the bottom there somewhere. Essentially, you need them for turning the PC on and off. They go in here somewhere, don't they? Our LED. Can't see it written on there. I know on my other board I had it written down. Okay, we'll leave them out for a bit. Okay, the next step, power supply. Yeah, the chat isn't working on that side. Right, yeah, it's me. It's me being really quiet. I'm whispering. I'm a terrible talker. Ah, JP, jump, JDP. This is the power. That'll be something I will have to look up. Right, where were we? We're going to put the power supply in now, aren't we? I think we're ready for power supply. Okay, haven't opened this up yet. So we have got a, whatever a Vetroo is. Weren't cheap though, it's like fucking nearly 100 quid this thing. It's got a 10-year guarantee. It is a Gold Plus certified. It should be a goodie. PCIe 5.1 ready, ATX 3.1 ready. It's got that thing as well where if you've got a 5090, it's got like the new, comes with a little bag. Oh, look, I'll be using that for my fishing. Keep all the cables safe. Oh, it came with a plug. Let's just check. Oh, British plug. Good. Here's all the cables that come with it. Oh, God. Dropping stuff. Cable management as well. Good. I need to do a bit of tidying up here because I got bloody cables everywhere. Not cables, screws everywhere. Just put them back in here. I'd rather use the Velcro to cable to manage than cable ties, simply because in case you ever have to add or take away stuff. Right, we just chuck it in the corner. Okay. Oh, that actually came with an instruction book. These are pretty self-explanatory normally, although I'm sure the duck or dog will sort me out. Look, keep dropping everything. I haven't actually got that much room to work here, to be honest. Have I hit this? Looks like I'm getting the whole thing in. Oh, oh, okay, whatever. I just move that way a bit. I'll be so careful moving this camera because it can jam up. Quite light actually, this power supply. I'm surprised by that. Okay. What a lovely smell of electronics. Rub a bit of that on my pillow and go to sleep at night. Okay, that looks like a motherboard. That's interesting. I think that's the new, is that the new cable for certain types of GPU? Looks like it, doesn't it? Wow, they actually come with their own Velcros on them. Okay, so this should be this one. Yeah. Sure I get it the right way though. Let's clean these cables up before I put them in though. Problem with these is that you sort them out. I'll put in that side. They should put the whole that side. Oh well. Chuck that down there. Love the smell of electronics in the morning. Yeah. I thought I'd get that looking tidier, but I think so. That's tidy enough for now. Good. That's that one. Right, we've got 2 8-pin mods. PCIe, that's what that is, isn't it? PCIe. That's not PCIe, that's power supply on this. Graphics card. CPU. Okay, that's more like it. No, that's only a single one though. I've had 2 for the CPU on this one. My other one, I'm sure that's only got 1 for the CPU. A lot of PCIe cables in it. CPU cable in. Second CPU cable in. Shit, can't see a bloody thing. Torch. I had 2 torches sometime today. Managed to lose both of them. Not really well. It's a bit too bright, isn't it? Lovely. Makes all the difference, that does. Oh yeah, MASH, yeah. Ladios has got all the info there, yeah, 7800. Essentially, my old PC has got a 5700X with a 3060 Ti. And essentially, it's the motherboard is a ASRock, what is it? ASRock B450M Pro 4. There's only so much I'm going to be able to upgrade it. I mean, I could find a 5700X 3D, but then like the case I've got it in won't put. I can't fit a free fan GPU in it. So essentially, it was like you got to bite the bullet at some point, haven't you? And you've got to like go from AM4 to AM5. So I'm going from AM5, and I'm putting a, well, I'll get it later now. It's nearly there. 9070 XT in here. So that's going to be 3 cases. The fan come with 7 cases. Seven. The case came with 7 fans as well, which is quite nice. It's a nice motherboard. So I essentially, it's going to be a good gaming PC, or good higher middle class gaming PC. But I'm having it so I can upgrade it in the future, because I do a lot of video editing. Not just for my channel, I do some stuff for other people as well. Um, so essentially, eventually, I want to upgrade the CPU to a 12 or 16 core, 32 thread type CPU, and then also by putting a 1,000 watt power supply in there, I can then also upgrade that to, a higher GPU. I mean, this could in theory take like a 4090, but that's their silly money, aren't they? I mean, is it a 5090 costs more? Just the GPU costs more than this whole build and then some. Right, yeah, so there we go. We've got the CPU one in there. We're going to need a graphics card one at some point. I haven't really seen what on the graphics card. Right, let's get rid of that. Try to remember where I put it, so I got it for next time. But yeah, this is the build. Yeah, I don't like I say, I haven't built my last PC 5 years ago. I just thought I'd come online. Someone saying, "Oh, you should stream it. You should stream you building a PC. It'd be a laugh." So I thought, right, okay, right. You've dared me, so I will do it. Um, and last time I didn't do this upstairs in my room. I did it downstairs on my kitchen bar. Plenty of room, plenty of time. I'm a little bit constrained in the size here. The other thing I need to get ready as well is I need to get Windows. Do I want to put Windows 11 on it? I can't stand Windows 11. I've had it. I had it 3 times on my last PC. It blue screened me. The third time I was like, right, back to Windows 10, and it's been perfect ever since. I am so worried about having to go Windows 11, and I've only got a disk, a USB with the old Windows 10 on it. I mean, I can just load that up, get a Windows 10 key, and then upgrade maybe. So you can get keys for £3 for Windows. Or I was hoping by now Steam would have had their operating system ready. Otherwise, I could go Linux on it. And I used to do Linux before, so it's no biggie. But I will lose access to a lot of hell of a lot of software that I use, especially my video editing software, which isn't Linux based. So I am a bit worried about that. It's a really good. Fits really nice. This one. Yeah. So that's the story behind why I've got a PC. Why did I upgrade my PC? One might ask. Um, you've never had it? Yeah. Do you know what I think it was, Ladias? One, I downloaded it literally within the first week of it coming out, but I did reach. I tried it over the first 6 months it was out. Also, I think on the old B450M motherboard, I needed to upgrade the board. I needed to BIOS update, which I have done when I put a new 5700 in there. But I had it on an old AMD 3600, and it was blue screening on that on the older BIOS. And I think maybe with the newer BIOS, I think it would be stable. There's also performance issues with Windows 11 compared to Windows 10, but this new GPU will counteract any of those anyway. So, as much as I'd love to go Linux, I'm going to have to go with Windows 11 for now. Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's get this. So we put this in now. Yeah, we put this in now. Right. Let's get this. Let's get this power supply in. Now we'll find a use for those screws now, won't we? That's what those ones with the funny ends are. Yeah, the power supply screws. One, pretty sure they are anyway. We shall see now. One, two, three, four. Okay, these are pretty simple normally. Two, three. What is living under here at the minute? Let's get everything out of the way. There we go. It's actually got like a nice little tray that it sits in. It's not bad, not bad. Again, black screws on a white case. Strange decision. That. It's airflow. I was looking at that. The fan is here. I was like, shit, I hope there's airflow on the back of the case. There is. Just I'll show you. You can see it's grated, so there is airflow there. Good. The only thing I'm worried about is having a having this so close to where the CPU is. But smarter men than me design these things. Probably people like Big Dut there. They're the type of people that design these things. He's smart. Oh, who we got in here then? We got other ones. Sorry, I'm sorry I'm a bit late on the chat. Peckish, hello. May I offer my expertise to assist with anything? Oh, I've got loads of experts in here giving me a hand. Matthew, anything is better than choking on the back of the motherboard. Can you see chat? I can see chat. Sorry, I was a bit late. I do apologize. And also, I think there's a lot of lag between. I'm using Meld. For some reason, OBS was not playing nicely with Rumble Studio. So this is not just on YouTube. It's going to Rumble Studio, then it's going to Rumble and YouTube. Simply because I got a lot of friends that are on the Rumble platform. So and it just does that multi-stream. You can stream from Rumble Studio. You can stream to Twitch, Kick, and YouTube and Rumble. So you can actually do 4 things. People pay a lot of money to do that through a third party. May I see the front of the PC? Yes, you may. I haven't quite finished. Oh, as in the front side. It's glass on the front. I'm going to assume that you mean the front, as in this part. We've First thing I do with cases is if I am not using a hard disk drive, I remove the brackets to give more room for the cables. So, yeah. Oh, I don't think this is only NVMe only. If I'm going to put a hard drive in there, there is room. Actually, it's on the back. They can go in here. By the looks of things, yeah. A lot of these new cases now, they don't really want you to put much in the way of hard drives on them, do they? And the thing is, you can use cradle docks for old-fashioned hard drives. I'm wondering, is there anything on the back of the... No. I suppose there's room here to maybe to put hard drives. No, you wouldn't put them against the fans, would you? Oh, look. Oh, there's a hard drive dock there. Silly me. Yeah, here's one here. That's nice. You can take it off, leave it on. I'll leave it on there for now. It's not doing me too much. Like I say, I've got modular power supply, so that's good. In which case, we also need to just clean this up a bit. Won't it cook the CPU? Well, there is a low power button on there, so I was worried about that. Exactly. I was a bit worried about that, about it there, but I don't know. It's going to have liquid cooling on the CPU, and the CPU is the other side, so I don't think it's going to really do much. Nope, the fan pushes. Oh, the chat's flying along here. I don't even know how many's in there watching. Thank you for all joining, jumping in and watching anyway. So Maschiola says, so it's completely isolated. Yeah, it is. It is more or less completely isolated. The game report, but power supplies are normally like 50 Celsius at the bottom, especially the casing. Yeah, 50C is fine. I mean, if anything, the Ryzen X3D CPUs run pretty hot anyway. I think 90 degrees is like normal operating temperature for them for sort of things. Right, CPUs. This is the bit I don't want to mess up. PCIe's, CPUs. Here we go. 2 in. Should I cable manage them before I plug them in? Just like kind of inches. Good thing about these cables, well, not the only good thing, they came with oh, we got the CPU, so it idles at 50. Yeah, exactly. And when they're running flat out, they're running hot anyway, the AMDs. We've got, don't worry, we got liquid coolers for that. It's on its way. That's to come. Right, where were we with the CPUs now? Got me all kerfuddled. There we go. In. Good, in. Lovely. Right, we've got a PCI motherboard. Sort these cables out as well while we're at it. Ow. Get this fan cable behind. A bit more. Pelkey Road go. I like these flat cables over those sleeve cables. Yeah, my last build's got the tomato or mustard or whatever they call them, ketchup and mustard ones. It's okay. I was going for budget build back then. I like these flat cables over the sleeved cables. These feel easier to manage compared to the covered ones like the Superflower. Although I do like the quality of Superflower PSUs. Okay, lovely. So I would like to get, and I may be an upgrade in the future. Have you seen those white ones where they send lights down them? I would like them, but we had to remain in a sort of budget for this. So I tell you what the budget was. So the total budget for this build, and that's everything, is something like 20 quid short of 1,500 quid. And like a thing, I have over engineered on the power supply, and I've over engineered on the motherboard. When I say over engineered, I've bought more than I needed for future upgradability. Too expensive, to be honest. What, for a 9070 XT? It's a 600 quid graphics card. It's literally, and the CPU, I had a bargain. To get that CPU for £209, I thought it was a bargain. You could get a pre-built for about the same price, but you would lose the quality of this motherboard, you would lose the quality of this power supply. You probably wouldn't get the liquid cooler. Honestly, those RGB covers, covers on AliExpress do more than adequate. $15 each. Yeah, I could do. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is for US Canadian dollar. If this was American dollars, it'd be about 1800, 1750, something like that. Oh, no. Right, that's most of that in. Probably need to use a PSI later. Let's have a look. Still haven't worked out where they're going. We will eventually work out where they're going. They're probably going on there somewhere. It should say on it, but I haven't got the actual. Normally they have a piece of paper with it on, but MSI in their madness have decided not to put that. I think it's a pretty good price for a 7800 X3D and a 9070 XT. I mean, 9070 XTs aren't cheap, you know. And to be fair, I got it for RRP, and that's hard enough to get nowadays to get one of them for RRP. I don't know if you've seen the latest performance stats for Borderlands 4. The 9070 XT outperforms a 5080. That's crazy. That is by not even just a okay. It's not a huge amount, but it's a significant amount. And it's like what the fuck? You literally the stats are 5090, 4090, 9070 XT. To be honest, I went for the cheapest AM5 PC I could. Well, that's is what I was thinking. But I'm doing video editing, see, so I needed something that I could add to it in the future. See, now I got CL32 RAM in here, so it's a little bit tighter on the timings. And I've got two NVMEs in here, by the way. There's a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. If you were getting a pre-built, it would have only come to 1 terabyte. Yeah, see, that's a good build. There's nothing wrong with that package. That's a good build if you just want that PC. Like there is future upgradability probably there. What was the CPU in there? 8500G. Oh, you're right. So you haven't even got. So you're literally using APU graphics then. So like putting a 4060 in there or 5060 or I wouldn't say it smoked it, it just beat it by a little bit. But I mean, how much does a 5080 cost? Over £1,000 in Britain for a 5080. I think it's even more than that. I think they're like 1200 quid. So it's like it was a no-brainer. I bought the same graphics card on release, £670. There we are. So I got it for 600 quid. I don't know if it is the same graphics card. It's not the best version of the 9070. It's the Steel Legend, but it goes nice with the case. It's white, so you know. RGB makes up for that. We all know RGB gives you better frames. Right, where are we going? Should I put the GPU in now? I'll have a look. Let's have a look at the GPU, shall we? Shall we have a look at it? We're all talking about it. That out the way. There she is. Wow, fair play to Azra. They actually gave you a little book. A little book. Look. MSI, are you watching? Look, ASRock. Now, the only reason I didn't go with an ASRock motherboard is because they believe there's been big problems with the X3Ds, with the ASRocks. So otherwise, I would have gone ASRock all day long. But we've gone MSI. Apparently, they're pretty good. So anyway, ASRock has given me. What's this up about? Do I need to understand any of this? Whatever. Whatever. Who needs instructions? I got my chat. My chat are building this for me. Attention, it says on the back here. Electrostatic devices. Yeah, I was a bit worried. That's all. Perish. I see your what you said there. We did fix it, but it was only recently though. I'll take that off, and then obviously nice looking card. Plenty of room in here. This card won't fit in my other case for my other PC. Looks nice, though, doesn't it? And they got all this horrible plasticky stuff all over it. I never understand. Oh, that's nice. It's got white back on it. So I think this goes nice with this PC and this color setup. I would have preferred a whiter board, but again, I paid 169 for this board. It normally goes for 200 and something pounds, so I got a bit of a deal on it. Spinning. Good. Right. We're going to need to take out. Oh, confuddled this end. I was wondering, where the hell is the thing? It's going this way, look. It's going that way. Right. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. The power supply. 2 8-pins. So I can't even use this new fundundled thing. Starting to get weight, you know. Starting to get some weight to it. Right. Just check which ones I need to pull out. Let's go in there. Let's do. Read chat for a bit. It's good at 4K. Do you know what? To be honest, I'm not doing 4K. I'm going 1440p. I got 4K TV. Don't get me wrong. That's cool. But to be honest, I'm getting old, mate. I really struggle to discern the difference between 1440p and 4K, or the discernible difference isn't worth the loss in frame rate. I'd rather, I'm much rather, frame rate all day long. I'd rather play at. I try to lock down for 120 FPS even on my 3060. I try to do that. And if I can't hit 120, because I've got a 165 hertz monitor, I'll knock down to 83. It's kind of halfway between the two refresh rates. What is Mashes? That's what I'm looking for. 1480p, 1440p gaming. 9060, yeah. This is a 9070. This is. I feel that the 9070 XT is a hybrid 1440p or 4. Yes, exactly. That is exactly quite right there. Spot on, mate. It is. It's perfectly capable of 4K gaming at 60 FPS. But if you want to go higher frame rate, maybe 120, don't forget, if you're hitting about 80 or 90 frames and you're playing games like The Witcher 3 or third person single player games, just get the what's it called? Lossless scaling. I've got it. Oh, it's brilliant. You just need that little bit of extra headroom. What it's good at, what it's not good at, is taking 25 frames and turning it into 60 frames. It's not good at that. But what it's really good at is taking 60 to 70 frames and turning that into 120 frames. That way you get a lot less mess on the screen. Artifacting is the correct word. And it feels lovely. And that's kind of what DLS frame generation is and all that. But, a lot of games don't have it. And if they haven't, you can just use lossless scaling to jump in there. I have lossless. Here we go. Here comes Moulin jumping in here. I have lossless scaling on my Legion Go, and it's amazing. It is amazing. Yeah. You literally buy frames. They said for years, oh, could we buy frames? Yes, you can. Used to be a joke to April Fools. You can now buy frame rate and losses. It's fair play. One guy made that program. I mean, clap of hands for the one guy that made that program. And I cannot, for the life of me, pull this horrible sticky stuff off here. I can't find the tab. I'm going blind in my own. This is why I do 1440p gaming. I am blind. I mean, I got to wear these stupid glasses to game. You know, out in public, I don't wear the glasses, but here we are. Oh my God, what is this horrible sticky stuff? I can't get it off. Look, I'm struggling here to pull the find. Unless you're going to bite it off with my teeth in a minute. So we do the AMSR thing. Oh, teasing, baby. God, it's coming everywhere here. Poof, get rid of that. Right, let's check for any bits and bobs. No, no bits and bobs on it. Lovely. Let's get it in there. Stop jibber jabbering. Am I the right way? Yeah, yeah. Feels good. That made noises. Loud noises. Yeah, I think that's sitting home quite well. Okay, screw it back in. Drop the screw. Let's use the magnetic screwdriver. Right, let's rechat. How's the 9070 XT that good? Huh? It's AMD. This is my first ever AMD GPU, but it's always been known that AMD ages. They say it ages like wine. They get better over time as they improve the drivers. And the reason I went with this, I would have gone 5070 and RTX. That's why I wanted to, because, like I say, as as a video editor, an RTX NVIDIA cards are the go-to. But the new 50 series cards has had nothing but issues with the drivers. I mean, they've been causing me issues on my 3060, the new NVIDIA drivers. And apparently the drivers that dropped with the release of the 9060, 9070 have been more or less faultless. So it's like we're living in the upside down world now, aren't we? It was all Intel, NVIDIA. We're literally going AMD CPUs, AMD GPUs now. And Jeepers knows what it's going to be like for the next generation. You know, I'm not a fanboy of either. I just look at what the market's saying and what other. I mean, yeah, you get a lot of BSs and a lot of people are paid to do reviews and things like that, aren't they? But I'm just looking at what's being said about the products out there. I don't know how you guys feel about it in chat. You know, like I said, I would have ideally have had a 5070 Ti in here, but I was not going to pay the extra 150, £200 excess on top again on the GPU. They're 800 quid, those GPUs in the UK. Yeah, see, I had issues with the 4070, went back to the 2080 Ti, so I understand where you're coming from. See, a lot of people have had issues recently with the latest NVIDIA drivers. They're absolutely dog trash. And I think reading between the lines, looking at what's happening, a lot of game developers now are jumping to the Unreal Engine. They used to, like 2K have just done Borderlands, Unreal Engine. For some reason, AMD cards seem to handle Unreal Engine better than the NVIDIA. NVIDIA and Unreal Engine or Epic are just, they're not playing well nice together. Yeah, they are crazy. Yeah, and you're not getting much performance grade. Like I say, I could have built a 5060 Ti, right? But what's the upgrade from a 3060 Ti to a 5060 Ti? Okay, you're getting probably about 70% better ray tracing performance, but you're getting like 10% better rasterization performance. It's like ridiculous. That's 5 years, not even 5, 6 years, is it? Since the 3060 Ti came out? 5 or 6 years anyway. For a 10% gain in performance, the 4060 or 4060 Ti, some games performed worse than the 3060 Ti in rasterization. There was an actual downfall. And price-wise, it's the same price. I paid $360 for my 360 Ti. A 560 is about 360 quid. 560 Ti. The only difference is you might get a bit more RAM with it, which is useful because that's the problem I'm having with Witcher 3 on my 3060 Ti. If you want to add the little bit of ray tracing in there, it don't bother because basically it hits about 8.5 gigabytes of RAM usage. All right. Oh, chat's firing up here. I had a friend who had I'm going back to Peckish's thing here. 5090 broke due to driver failure, and it just died. Nobody could fix it, and they bought a 700 900 XTX grid card. They needed VRAM for what they did. Again, they're probably doing a bit of video editing or what's the 3D thing called? I thought it was Blender or something like that for 24 gig. Okay, I've always had NVIDIA GPUs and changed to AMD, and it's the best decision I've made. Thank you, Big Dud. And you've been a great help today. My hat's off to you, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. I'm going to guessing, sir. Ladios says NVIDIA app, NVIDIA control panel, MSI afterburner, whatever, I lost my chat, etc., etc. Too many apps on NVIDIA. Yeah. I mean, I like the old NVIDIA app. Like I say, one of my most popular videos is the matching your screens, which you can do through NVIDIA. Now I'm going to redo that for AMD. I'm going to bring out a 1080p TV and a 1440 and see if I can do it through NVIDIA software. Let's jump down how many AMDs have. Just one. Moulin Yin. He's talking to Tsunka. Oh, yeah, the cooler isn't done. No, I'm too busy yapping and enjoying chat. Yeah, this is good. Peckish, I could get the 5060 Ti for only $50 more than the 9060 XT, but I want a white, free fan GPU. So I'm going with the 9060 XT steel legend. So you're basically getting the 9060 version of what I've got. Essentially, it looks almost the same as this. This is the steel legend. I would have gone, if this came in a 2-fan format, I might not have even upgraded and built a whole new PC. I might have stayed on AM4 and just put it in my old PC. But I would have been struggling on the power supply. There's only a 650 in there. It is enough to run it, but there's a bit of a rule of thumb. I'll explain that now with power supplies. So your average operating wattage on your power supply, what you should look for is half of what your PC is going to use. So if your PC's regularly, like this will regularly do about 500 watts on full load, this PC. So half of that, double that, 1000 watts. The reason being is because of spikes. It can spike up and down. It's an old thing. It goes back for years and years when we learned electronics. You would always put twice the power supply than off the thing you needed in it. And there is a complicated reason why you do it, not just power spikes. It's just better efficiency in the long run. The product will last longer with a better power supply. If you say you've got a 200 watt GPU, a 65 watt CPU, and then a few watts for the fan, and you put a 450 watt power supply in there, you're pushing that power supply at nearly 80%, 80% of its max rating for so long. You're going to kill that power supply so much quicker than if you put like a 650 watt in there. So it becomes, like I said, I've got a really bad quality made 650 watt power supply. I've got a Gain Max, right? People shit on them all day long, and I haven't got the Gain Max, what they call it, Renegade or Rampage. No, this is the crappy Gain Max, the GPS series. It hasn't blipped once in 5 years. It's worked perfectly because I put more than I needed into there. And people will say, oh yeah, you don't need to put 1000 watts in there. Well, yeah, I don't. I could get away with 850 watts, don't get me wrong, because you're probably hitting about 400 watts on this. But over time, if I want to upgrade, then it's there ready for the upgrade. And again, it's more than I need. I mean, that's why you see people now, they've got 1500 watt or 2000 watt power supplies going into some PCs. Yeah, 300 watts. It can pull. I think this one, the Steel Legends, 305 watts big that. And I think if you've got a certain overclocked ones, they go up to 330 watts. So yeah, they can quite a pull. And then the CPU is 100, was it 125, 125 watts, something like that. Right, we need to get power supply, not power supply. Shame this doesn't use that 12 volt. PCIe, that's what we're looking for. I don't even know where this. Oh, okay. Now we know what that is. PCIe. That's a PCIe. PCIe as well. And we'll drag these down. Right, let's have a little reader chat. Some power supplies can handle this. Yeah, of course they can. Yeah, they can. But if you want a bit of longevity out of your power supply, it's just old school electronics. It's just something I learned when I was doing electronics years ago. We always like my because I went to uni to do electronics, and yeah, you think I'd know better than what I'm doing. Um, I didn't finish the course, by the way. But yeah, it was just always like a full rule of thumb with what we were taught. Why is that not going in there? Oh, because it's got to go this side. Do. I hate these ones with the two things like that. I'm not a fan of these. That's going to fit in there now, isn't it? Yeah. I'd rather have two. Okay. I hate this little loop that's going to be sticking out by here. Sometimes you do that, pull it back through. No, maybe not. Just not a fan of that loop. Hate them. At least on my other card, it wasn't as bad as, wasn't as pronounced as that. Ah, hold on. Hold on. What we can do. Even designed right, but you can do that with it. That was design. That needs to be literally that way round. Run two ribbons instead. Yeah, I don't think I've got. What have we got? Is this PCIe? Like that, you mean? Just run two PCIe's. Let me check the power supply. Oh, if it's got two going into it, fuck it. Yeah, we've got room for two in there. Do you know what? I like your thinking, mate. I don't know if that's going to blow it up or not. Yeah, there is actually. Yeah, there's three PCIe ports on there on the power supply. Good. That will look a hell of a lot cleaner. That will look so much nicer. This one. Thank you. The game report. It's a good idea. Yeah, it does as well, doesn't it? It's spacing. Oh, that's another one of those double ones. Yeah. Now we've got to find another PCIe. I wish I could have used that. This is the new style ones for the 4090s, 5090s. What's this one? Yeah, good. No, that's what that cable was. It comes with the power supply. I'm talking to Moulin. This is that new 12-volt cable, but the car doesn't use it, which is a shame, really. But there we go. Let's go upside down. Did that one just fall back out because I can't see it? It did, didn't it? What a jib. What a turkey. Get in there. Good. That's that, more or less. Yeah, but I don't sit them on the fans. That should be fine. In fact, I might cable tie them to that. But we'll do that later. Right. Here they are. CIE. God, they only just fit as well. It's a hell of a distance from the go. Oh no, they don't go all the way. Oh, gutted. That one does. Just, oh no. Oh, this is a sad day, boys. This is a sad day. This is not what I wanted to do. I've got to run them down the side, and that's awful. That is awful. That'll be Amazon review on that power supply. Cables needed to be 3 inches longer. That's a sad day. Really don't want to sand them sideways. Oh, although I could make it look pretty clean actually. Oh, you're catching that bloody thing. But run them down the side. Still struggling, yeah. Good. Not too bad. As much as I'd like those to be straight. This is all in there nice. Right, the old slap on a bit of cooling paste. We're going with the MX6. I had MX4, my old one. Oh, I thought, oh, we'll treat it. We'll give it a treat. Right, okay. Decent price. What CPU is he using? 7800 X3D. But I picked up for £209, which I thought was a good buy. Right, right, we need to get the cooler. Fortunately, thanks to, was it you, Big Duck, that told me sort your bloody cooler bracket out before you go any further? It was definitely someone in chat. I'm sure it was Cool Dut, sorry. Big Dut, sorry. We've got the brackets all ready to go. This is going up this end. Need to find those screws now that we had a talk about earlier. Oh, for those who haven't seen the cooler, it's an MSI. I'll check now the prices on the MSI cooler. Power supply is 109. The 1 terabyte drive was 57. The motherboard was 1699. This was 65 quid for an MSI one. Could have gone with thermal take for a bit cheaper. And ironically, I've seen a really good deal on the thermal take with like a picture thing on here. But too late now, I've got this. So that's the way we're going to go. Have you plugged in the power button? That's a good question. Oh, no, I haven't. No, but simply because I'm struggling to remember which one it is. I've got it here. Yeah, I know what you mean. The power for up the top here. It's not written on the bloody board, and I need to look at a picture. They're normally the first one, isn't it? Let me just check my other PC. Currently on my hands and knees looking at my other PC. Oh, hold on. JP, is that it? JP? JDP? Are they the jumpers? Thing is, I don't want to fuck it up. I'd rather make sure that I know where they're going. I should really look at it on the internet, shouldn't I? I got a phone, haven't I? What a twat. Oh, there's only a phone. Usually manual. Yeah, MSI in there. In the manual for MSI. Oh, no, that it isn't even for the motherboards. That's for the cooler. There is no manual of the MSI. Let me just we'll do a little bit of phone. Check it on the phone now. I need a drink of coffee, but I finished my coffee. Jesus Christ, I'm going to piss in a cup and drink that in a minute. I don't get something to drink. Interwebs. Where's the interwebs? So What was it? 670, wasn't it? X670. X670E. Didn't that find me what I'm looking for? Yeah, it's an online manual. Here we go. I need to get a new. Oh, there it is. Here it is. That's definitely the one. What have we got on here? Core boost technology. 6 layers PCB with 2 ounces of thickened copper. 14 phases. Rail out. 80 amps something software. Right. Detect your fan. Control in 1 click. Right. Before we can do any of that MSI, we need to know where our right, well, where's the bloody instructions then? Oh, there's a load of talking down here. This is all high definition multimedia interface. Download, isn't it? Why do you have to have a download? Why can't they put this on like a website? Support top right. Oh, that's great. Oh, okay. Let's go back in. What do you say? Support. MSI have got that's a review. That's no good to me. Click the little arrow at the top of the page and select support. Okay, thank you. Oh, this one maybe. Thank you again. Big duck to the help to the rescue there. uh, it is a bloody download as well. Why don't we just look at it? Why can't they just put that on their website? I think we found the thing, but I'm just struggling to get it downloaded. Ah, you had to hit the download button. Here we go. So here we go. Make it bigger for my dead eyes. Joe installing. CPU power connectors, page 39. Oh, it tells you something here actually. That's quite. 6, 37, 38. Here we go, 39. Here we go. These are the ones. Oh, oh, okay, there it is. So one of those is already done. Okay, here we go. Power switch. Right, this won't take 2 seconds. I can find them. Oh, I've lost the actual things now. 2 seconds. You watch this now, the phone will turn off. I'll be back to square one. Yeah, it is, but it was 5 years ago I last did one of these, so, you know, in my fairness, I have forgotten. I mean, 5 years ago, I didn't know how to use a video editor. Now I'm doing video editing for other content creators, so I've had to learn a lot in 5 years, which means, you know how it is, and you learn stuff, and then you got to forget other stuff before it goes in your head, because you can't remember everything. Right, there we go. Okay, so the two together is the power normally, and that was come across to. Oh, it's all on the top line anyway. Top line. This is where I really need my light here. I haven't got the greatest eyes. The other one say power LED. Struggling to read that whatever that one says. 2 power LEDs. It's going to only go in one way, hopefully. It's 2, good. And where is the power LEDs? Oh, right, plus and minus. So one of these, which one is the plus? Plus is on the left. Why don't they just put these all, like, standardize these, isn't it? Like, put them all in a. Right, plus is on the left, okay. Right, let's pull that one back out. So it's this one. Really fiddly that is, though, isn't it? This is always like the worst bit. I hate doing this bit. This is the one bit where like you can never remember how it goes. And even if you get it wrong, it's like, oh fucking hell. I know it would have been easier to do it before the that's handy having a glass thing on this side. Right, there we go. That's them out of the way. Okay, they're done. Thank you. Right, next bit. Get the CPU cooler in. Right, I found the screws I was looking for. I need to stop jibber jammering, don't I, and get on with it. Right, goodbye, MSI. Do you know what? I'll keep that there just in case, but I think we're done with that. What else am I missing then, chat? I've got fans plugged in. I don't really want to power it on as such. Yeah, I definitely want to power it on without having a thing on there. I simply just don't do the reset button. Most pointless. I don't think I've ever used it on my other PC, the reset. Very rare. Normally you just hold the power button down, don't you, if you want to reset it. We will agree on that. Definitely. Right, let's just get 2 of these. I'm wondering, should I do this upside down to make... Oh, I can't do it upside down. Let's turn it that way. So I've got room to use a screwdriver. Now I did check before I did anything that I was going to get the right MSI written in the right way round. That's right. Hmm. Citizens' decisions. Do we screw this in? Yeah, I think we'll put the weight in first, actually. We'll put this in first, and then we'll do the, let's just lay it on these fans for now. Quite a tight fit as well. Plenty of room from the RAM, though. That's good. Oh, let's take this magnet off. This fan. Pushing down on them as well. There we go. Some nicer cases give you the individual ones that let you decide if you plug them in or not, modular, with one plug. Yeah, I've seen there's some lovely cases out there. But to be honest, this is an upgrade from the case I've got. My old case, like no word of a lie, came with 4 fans, cost me 27 quid, right? So now, over the time I upgraded, I went with when it came with like fans that made it look like the Hulk. They were just green, but I did upgrade to RGB fans in it because we all know RGB means more FPS. Um, one of those fans died. Actually, I was a bit upset about that, but it's been all right. Case, it's glass fronted. Came with spare fans, but I obviously upgraded them. This one cost me 85 quid. Now, yeah, you can go silly money on some of the cases, and they are phenomenal. Like, I've seen cases where you can build all this, and then you just jump it all in, almost as if it's like one of those like test bench style, and then you literally pick the test bench up and put it into your case. That's pretty cool. Good screw. What does that look? That's weird. I'm in the wrong spot. And looking at that, it's on the squiffo. Be careful here. Measure twice, cut once, as they say. Right, there we go. We're on the straight and narrow now. I approve. Looks like a KLEVV kit. It is a KLEVV kit, yeah. I don't know if they're any good or what. I've never heard of them, to be honest. I mean, we've all heard of other kits. I'm getting the box. Yeah, here we go. XR5 RGB DDR5 gaming, and it's CL32 6000. I was checking about the hertz. Yeah, you can get more hertz, but apparently you're better off getting lower CL, as low as you can get. So that's what we went to rock and roll with. So you can get 30, but don't know. Apparently chat approves, so that's good. Right, do I put any more screws in this? I've got 4 in it. Do I need to put 28,000 screws in this? I think I'll go with 6, and I'll offset the 2 on the top. Sometimes you don't need to put too many. Yeah, that's enough. I think that's good enough. We'll save us some screws. Right, next bit. Remember to pull the pad off that. And well, we take that one off now. And now it's time to gunk it up. Should we take that off now? Yeah, we take that off now. Forget then. How are we looking so far? Are we all good? I'm still DDR4 Corsair Vengeance. Yeah, Corsair Vengeance, good. Nothing wrong with DDR4, but it won't fit in this board. So here we go, MX6, here it comes. I'm not going to use the old MR4. KLEVV's gotten real popular in my country ever since COVID. Is there a reason for that? Oh yeah, I think it is Micron. Would it say on the box? So we have a little, oh God, the writing on that is, I've even got my glasses on. I've got to put 2 pairs of glasses on to read that writing, which I can't do because I can't find my second pair. Hold on. This is a crazy look. Unbuffered dim for desktop. It's all in bloody French. Hold on. Memory modules are tested, rigorous, best in class performance and stable operation. Supports reduced. I don't think I can read anything on here that says one click overclocking. I believe they're good. I did have a little read up about it. So, oh my God, I didn't get a spatula tool. I got ripped off on the MX5 or MX6. Just as well I got the old MX4 with a spatula on it. Darn you. Pinch out the old kit. I don't know if I'm going a little bit over school, but I thought, well, fuck it. Why not? What should we do? Should we do the 5? Why isn't that coming out? Here it comes. It should be more than enough. Oh, it's quite gloopy, this MX6. Jesus, it's like fucking chewing gum. That looks good enough. Screw it. Do them all corner to corner, a little bit at a time. It's non-conductive thermal paste, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. What I'm going to worry is if I just drop that in there. Right. These need CPU fan headers now. Four pin, 3 pin, 3 pin. What I like to do with this is send it behind and then bring it back out. So that I do like to keep this bit nice and clean. I don't like having wires trailing all over the place. That's the one thing I do get fussy about. Keep a clean line. This is awkward as hell. Yeah, what's chat going? Is the NV? Yes, NVMEs have done 2 of them, mate. Yeah, a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. They're both the same, mate. No reason for that other than they were good value. Predator, PCIe, GM7s, 7000 hertz, Gen 4s. Didn't bother with Gen 5. I don't think Gen 5s are. A lot of people say you're just not gaining anything from going Gen 5 here. Let's get rid of this. Hide this out the back here somewhere. Go through there. Open. Try not to bend any pins. This is a classic where you get the, you see, we've all seen those Amazon reviews. Oh, it came with bent pins. And we all know it didn't come with bent pins. It's because someone who's even worse than I am decided, oh, push it harder, then it'll go on. Where it's all about, it's a bit bright that now. It's all about getting it right, isn't it? Don't even know if that's the right one. A 515. I'm not, how can I say? I'm not really, so it's really handy having glass here. I'm not up to date on my laptops. All I know is I bought one years ago for my missus, and I had nothing but problems with the bloody thing. And it turned out, there we go, it was the shitty Windows 7 that was installed on it. Took Windows 7 off, I put Linux on it, never had a problem. In fact, it still works, it's over there. I mean, God, it's old. So, game report, what's in that 51545 for a laptop? What sort of CPU, APU, whatever it is? Is it Intel, AMD? Just for shits and giggles. It's not complete without a blood cell. Hey, funny you should say that. Where is it? Don't even show it. Fucking opening a tin of beans yesterday, and it literally took chunks out of me. Oh, and see if it comes up on the camera. It should come up on the camera. Fucking big chunk out of my finger. I was bleeding like a pig. Bloody beans, man. Heinz, what are you up to? I don't know where the hell that one's going to go. Oh, that is not bad, actually. Although, what would a 3060 mobile be equivalent to? Because it's not quite really a 3060, is it? Is it equivalent to like a 3050 in a desktop? And the 5800, that's AMD then, is it? More RTX 2060 desktop. Okay, that was still pretty good though. Yeah, that's nice that is for a bloody laptop. I mean, you know, between 720 and 1080p, you're doing some good gaming on that one. So you're probably playing Candy Crush on it all day if it's your mum, innit? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's an Apex Legends god. I don't know. Right. I'm not happy with the way that bit looks though. The motherboard thing on this, I'm not happy with that. But that definitely needs extension cables for that. That'll be the next buy. I've got a few cables missing, headers here. I still think that should be. Maybe I should read the instructions, Glyn. Maybe you should have a little look at where the pump fan headers should go, rather than just try and guess it. SATAs are. We know what NVMe is. I'm not even worried about the Wi-Fi because I'll be hardwiring this. What's the point in Wi-Fi? Geo connector. Let's have a read a chat. Well, 2060. How do you know? How do you know? Oh, if she's an Apex Legend god. Yeah, you never know. I'm guessing it's more Candy Crush. Da, 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 da. Well, at least he plays games. At least he knows what a game is. Fucking hell, my missus don't even know how to turn a fucking computer on. She knows how to turn a Hoover on. Safe boot jumper. Fan, CPU fans, 6 fan connectors for 45. Now we've got to go all the way to 45. Oh, you can do this thing. Oh, that's good. No, you can grab that bit and go like that. Hey. Right, okay. CPU fan. Oh, they're over that. No. No. What did you do? Oh, no. It's like that. Silly me. Pump fan. CPU fan. Okay. System fan 1. Just check. Pump and fan 1. Well, that. The one I want. That's the one we're looking for. Right. Eat out. It's only got 3 on it. Pump. Should be this one, shouldn't it? Right, here's a question. Right then, who's the clever one here? Was it Big Dut? Because it's liquid cooled, there's 2 choices here with the fan header. Do I put it on the CPU fan header or do I put it on the pump fan header? I'll wait for the answer. Because I know CPU, it changes the speed. Maybe the pump one's a constant. I'm not sure. I mean, there's probably the answer's probably on here, but let's just have a look. Auto mode, 3 amps. They're all just more or less the same. 36 watt, PWM mode. Oh, here we go. Be sure to add the NE key. J-Lo, how are you, mate? So I think, Moulin, what happens on your first boot is there's something to do with it fixes all the RAM timings, and it does take a while. I believe that's what the radiator fans want to be on the CPU header. Good stuff. Oh, the right. Okay, so the radiators. I'm on about the actual pump half. So okay, I'll put the pump on the pump, and I'll put the radiator fans on the CPU. So they zap up if that makes sense to me. I like your thinking. Right. It doesn't matter where the RGB goes, just stick it on anywhere. Good stuff. Go here. In there. Good stuff. So those fans then will ramp up as and when things get warmer or colder. I think It's more or less done. Need a little bit of cable management. Oh, what have we got? Some rando lead here. That's one of them again. One of these stupid RGB ones. I think we've run out of them. That's it. Hold on a minute. Just chuck these out of here. We can piggyback them, can't we? And that's what I'm going to do now. So what am I doing? Go do it this side. We can put that on there. We've saved ourselves a problem there. Great. Right, that's every lead in its spot. I need to find, I think it's a rule of thumb, isn't it? But we can't put that flat down really. But it'll be fine for testing, won't it? Right, make sure that's off. Turn that fan off. Right then, where am I going to find a plug? It came with a plug, didn't it? I was quite chuffed it actually came with a plug for a change. Main thing is I'm going to need a monitor. So I've got a spare one. Let's just go and drag out a monitor. Odyssey G5, yeah. Oh, we're just getting the monitor ready. Quite warm. What can I unplug here? It's not going to destroy anything. Good. Right. Need a power lead for the monitor. First let's get the HDMI in. Oh, mate. Now, am I right in saying these have got onboard graphics? So, but do I use the GPU anyway? So I'll use the GPU. Well, where's the power? No, so close to my glasses I can't see. It's the other side. Should just chuck this up the back here. That'll do. That'll see if we get a post one. Right. Let's clear up a little bit. We've got fucking cables everywhere. All right then. So I'll read the chat. Okay, Nomad is a good one today, especially if it was great. Right, this is the moment of truth where we see if we blow it up or not. I have to turn it that way. Okay, just need to find that power plug. Here it is. We have got the power plug. Is my voice still coming out? I'm using a wireless mic and I don't know if it's run out or not. 1, 2. Oh no, yeah, good. It's still running. I was a bit worried about this wireless mic, but no, it's fine. Fine, it'll be fine. Now, this is always a very worrying part for me, and I'll tell you why. So, my old PC, I was like, oh, do you know what? I want to upgrade it. This is a couple of years ago. I'm going to need to put a better power supply in it. So I went on this is one of those where lessons were learned and mistakes were made. So I need to turn this. I just didn't realise my camera had moved. That's better. Sorry, I must have been off camera most of the time. So yeah, mistakes were made. So essentially, I went to put a new power supply in my old PC. Now the mistake I made was I thought I'd save a few quid. So I went to Amazon returns and I bought an NZXT. Nice power supply, you'd think, innit? So buff took my old crappy Game Max power supply out, put the NZXT in there. All lovely jubbly it was, all modular, black one, not a white one, and turned it on. And you know what happened? It exploded. Boom! Like proper bang. Really big explosion. Bang, 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 like that. Fucking smoke. Buff, off with the power. I was like, fuck, I've just blown up my PC. Anyway, cut a long story short, took the old power supply, put my Game Max, my shitty Game Max in. Lo and behold, my PC was still working. Amazon had basically sent me a fucked GPU. And when I went to put it, I hadn't wired anything wrong, everything. You know, it's very hard to wire it wrong anyway. And even if you do, there's protection inside that's supposed to stop it. But yeah, no, I had a dodgy NZXT. Pop, yeah, massive pop. Pop and smells, yeah. And yeah, so I was like, right, I'll stay with my old power, my crappy old power supply. Right, this is the moment of truth. Have we got power on the monitor? It's a bit hard to tell. Should be on. Right, yeah, power on there. Okay, we're going on. That's weird. My screen over there turned off on my other monitor was not connected to this PC. Right, and then there should be a power button on this PC somewhere. Oh, it would be the other side, wouldn't it? It's down here somewhere, isn't it? Where's the power button on this bloody thing? Yeah, there it is. All right, fingers crossed, guys. Well, that doesn't sound... Okay, we got... Ow, you bastard. That's all right. Nothing wrong there. Right, we've got lights. We've got a lot of lights. We need to sort those wires out. Pretty. Well, the power supply exploded and not taking... Oh, here we go. We've got something. Oh, something come up on the screen there. Something about pressing Y or YPV TV or something. DRAM frequency DDR5 48,000. Yeah, so that needs to be tuned in. That's weird. The fans are doing this like whirring sound. There we are. We're into BIOS. Is that on screen? You should be able to see it just on. I don't want to move the camera. There's something wrong with this camera. You can see by here somewhere that we're on BIOS. Good. Right. Well, I think we've 4.2 gigahertz frequency. We're like pulsing. Oh, that's nice on the Steel Legend. Do like that? Do we have a little celebrate? I tell you what, I wouldn't have done it without you guys. Where's he gone? Bigged up, thank you. Who was the other one that really helped me? Was it the Chinese sounding name? He really helped me as well. Oh, Sharon's still here. She got a clap from Sharon. Fantastic. I'm going to have to go and check on Mr. Hotel. I'm sure he's gaming at the minute. Yeah, so I can't raid Rumble from YouTube, but I can raid Rumble from Rumble. Some RAM only supports this is XMP RAM, so mine wasn't. That had issues only. I'm not used to the DDR speed 4800. Yeah, well, I've got to change that. CPU base clock 100 megahertz. But yeah, well, we've got something coming out of it. And apart from the fans making a whirring sound, which we've got lights on the CPU, on the motherboard as well, I think it looks pretty, looking pretty. And of course that there won't be any fans on the power supply at the minute because I've put it on low power setting, whatever it is, where they won't come on until we hit about 400 watts. I think that looks really pretty myself. Have we got it all in on the screen? I really don't want to touch this. It's really sensitive, this camera. Will that do it? Can you see it now? I hope I haven't wrecked the camera, because once that camera goes, even unplugging it won't fix anything. I'm just watching the screen back now. 2 seconds. Birdie. Good stuff. Right, well, I think we've achieved something today. Thank you. Like I say, wow, guys, you really helped me out there. Where was all the mistakes I made? There was loads, wasn't there? RAM was in the wrong slot. I think that was Big Dut sorted that out for me. I was forgetting to put the bracket on for the CPU. We got that sorted eventually. There was something else I was missing as well, wasn't there? There was something else I missed anyway, but you know, that's all that learning. It's a lovely bit of airflow coming off it. Yes, nice. Well, let's have a feel. Ooh, do you know the first game? My first game I'm going to play on this. Witcher 3 with ray tracing on 1440p, something over 60 FPS. I know it sounds really thing, but I've played it once and completed it on console. I've gone back and I thought, well, because I don't know, I'm replaying all my old console games on PC just with the max settings. So I'm currently going through Assassin's Creed Unity, which looks amazeballs. If you've got anything above a 3060 Ti, go play Assassin's Creed Unity. It looks phenomenal. I'm running out of 1440p. So, oh, thank you, Moulin. Oh, thank you, man. I don't often live stream. It's very rare I ever live stream. I do a week. If you're into PC gaming and you want cheap PC games, every week on a Friday, I drop all your free games from like Epic Game Stores. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, it's called the Weekly Freebie Roundup or something like that. And I think we're on to episode 72, 73. That's the biggest thing I kind of do in the week. And I also check out new games that I have a chance to have a look at. Sometimes they get sent to me to make a video on. So that's what I'll do. I'll just make a video on a new game. If I like it, sometimes I refuse. I'll just say, I haven't got anything positive to say about that, so we'll move on. But if I find a nice little game they send me, don't. Oh yeah, I think she's back. Hold on, let me check. Shh, guys. She's back, but she won't be upstairs. I've got the door closed. I've got a lock on it as well. Yeah, don't tell the missus. Yeah, please, whatever. I haven't told her. Right, I'm just going to sort out this cable management and then obviously put the bits back on. But I'm happy with that. Fair few quid's worth though, wasn't it? That's pretty quiet. Yeah, the fan on the back hasn't come on. Lovely, and I think we'll have to go in and do some fan curve tuning. But yeah, not bad. Do you reckon it looks clean enough, guys, as a setup? Like, obviously, I'd like them to have gone straight down, but they couldn't because the power supply is up here. There wasn't enough room to send the cables down and around. That looks quite nice. These, I think I'm going to change them. I think I'm going to get extensions. And where do you say to get them from? AliExpress. Do you reckon I should? Someone was telling me, was it you, Mulan, saying you can get cheap ones off AliExpress? The ones that light up. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Mulan. Great stuff. Yeah, cheers, guys, for joining me. Right, I'm going to, if you're on YouTube, the stream will just end. If you're on Rumble, I'll check if Mr. Rotala's on. I'll go straight over and raid his stream. Oh, we're doing all right on time. Let me just check. I'll be back in a minute. Don't worry, I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just checking things. Oh, yeah, he is live. Okay, good. Right, I have to work out how to type it in the chat. Right. Right then. Cheers, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to stop the YouTube and we're going to try and raid Mr. Rotala over on Rotala Games if you're on the Rumbles. Right, let's get this done and ready. Right, and I better turn this PC off because I've got to put Windows on here at some point. That's going to confuse me for a while where the hell that on and off button is. There it is. Goodbye. Bye. Heh, off it goes. Oh, TV. Right. Right. How do I do it from here? I'm not sure. I'm not even in my own room. I'm back. I'll just bring my camera back over the set. Bear with me a minute. We're going to trip. Going to trip over here. Right. There we go. We're on my PC. You just saw them. That's just the noise of my monitor getting moved about. Right. Close that over there. So we actually got Rumble thing to work anyway. That's the main thing. Sorry, it's not, I haven't got that perfectly down there, have I? Normally, right. Right, where do we do this from? From the studio. Oh, here we go. I can do it in the messages here. Now then, am I right in saying it's /raid? Not be. Let me just check now how to raid. /raid, followed by the URL. Here we go. whether that's worked or not. Let me do it from here then, /. Oh, maybe I can't read it. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. Right, I finally got the RAID done. All right, guys. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Right, I've been Glyn, Cheapskate Gamer, and we're about to join a very funny gamer. Enjoy the comedy. This should be fun.